Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Part 2, auf Japanisch, no Frieren. We have watched for this week the second core of the first season of the anime, which aired from winter to spring of 2024, which is like 2 years ago now. As we have ascertained last episode, it is a Studio Madhouse production, scored by Evan Call, notably, and based on a manga written by Kanehito Yamada and illustrated by Tsukasa Abe. Hello, and welcome to Anime Jail. My name is Jack.
And my name is Leon.
And today we're going to be talking about it. So, ikimashou!
Welcome to the
Someone
second part.
call.
What does scored mean? Scored by even
Dude.
call?
Okay, I'm so glad you brought that up because as I wrote that down, I thought, I wonder if Leon knows this
No, I don't.
this version
I
of scored.
no, I only know like scored. I mean, we kind of score points, or like the anime scores
Sold on it.
points by
Funny.
us, from us. You know, like kind of that, but
So.
scored in this context makes no sense for me.
Yeah. Let me inform you as the smart English speaker. So
Sure.
basically, another definition of to score would be like to write the music for. Let me see if
Oh.
it's like written here. To score. Also means to record data, and in music it says like for instance, the piece was scored for a full orchestra. So like basically like music can be written and called like to score it.
Oh, yeah, I remember us talking about the music last time
Mhm.
and you bringing up the name Even Call, but well, it's been a fortnight. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah. It has been a good while. Like I said, that this is the first episode we've watched in my new setup, and also it's been a bit since I finished up watching for this episode because I kind of just kept watching because this is a part 2, so I just kept watching from like last time,
hmm
and yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I finished it because honestly, I was just getting enthralled in like watching. Fuck, I said three Rin.
The rewind with a thorn.
Yes. But so yeah, it has been a bit for me. But Leon, I have actually prepared. I've written down plot points, so
Oh my God, that's
hopefully.
crazy. You being prepared.
Crazy
It all comes
concept.
with a new setup. It all comes with a new
Yeah,
setup.
I know. I feel like it's like a new year, new me type thing. Like I know we're in like we're already in February, but still.
Yeah, who cares? Well, then let's talk about how Zion left the group. I think that's the first important part that happened.
Yes, yes. So we're not getting into expectations here. We're not getting into a lot. I I will say to all the listeners currently, I've already prefaced it with Leon, but this episode's going to be probably shorter because we're not talking about a lot of the main parts of the show because we've already talked about it last episode. So we're just going to be going over mostly plot, maybe some things that come up, and also some new characters. But let's first start with what Leon said. Um, so this, basically the plot of where we pick up in this core starts at episode 17 and goes to 28, which, by the way, is already kind of a strange length. I mean, like, am I wrong or am I right?
No, this is so
28
weird.
episodes for one season? Very interesting. I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, it took so long for the first opening to like end.
yeah, dude. Up until episode 16, it was playing.
Yeah, and well, with episode 17, we also got a new opening, which I
Abi
really liked.
sold. Oh yeah. So that is another thing we're gonna get to too. I guess is the opening and ending for this core. But yeah. Anyways, um, so this core starts where I ended up spoiling this in the last episode, but
Mhm.
this is actually the episode where Zine leaves, not at the end of 16, which I first of all mistakenly said and also spoiled. Um, so yes, Zine, who is the priest, is kind of with Frieren and their party up till now. Once again, I feel like this is just a strangely paced choice for like introducing him like 5 episodes and then he just leaves and it's like okay. So I guess he's just gone now, which I feel
Yeah,
like he could have easily participated in this arc because like it's a magic focused arc and it's like why not just keep him around? Like I feel like he could have done something in the arc, but I don't know.
yeah, but personally, I prefer him to be gone because he didn't really match the vibe of the party. So I
Honestly,
liked
yeah,
I liked him, but he didn't really vibe with Fern, Frieren und
yeah,
Stark,
stuck.
glaube ich. I it's been it feels like ages since I finished the second core. It's only been a week since I finished it, but it feels like ages.
Yeah, for me too, and who knows? Maybe uh, Freeren's sense of time is affecting us. It's like
Maybe.
she thinks that time is passing very fast, so maybe it's going the opposite for us,
Hmm.
or maybe it is going by the same for us. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I would agree. I think I honestly didn't really even like Zine, so like I don't really even care that he left. Like it's actually kind of fine for me. I think I kind of explained last episode like how I feel about the characters. Like I'm not even too crazy about most of the characters, so I mean, I would say him leaving is not too like sad for me, but it is kind of puzzling as far as like a pacing choice. Um, but yeah, so he leaves episode 17, and then episode 18,
The
the
new arc
party,
starts.
yes, the first class mage exam arc, I think is the
Hmm.
correct name of the arc. And we see the party arrive in, I believe, what is a town called Oisastel, I think.
Äußerst, yeah.
Yeah, auf Deutsch, Oisast.
Hmm.
And yeah, so we're starting a new arc here. It's going to be the classic like tournament arc type thing where like you have a bunch of characters or like vying for power, kind of. Um,
Do you
basically
do you
like
like these kinds of arcs?
I do, though I will say I don't watch a ton of shows that have these types of arcs.
Hmm.
If that makes
Okay.
sense, like
Yeah, it makes total sense.
I think Hunter x Hunter famously has one, right?
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah. Um Also My Hero Academia has one, which I like. I do like My Hero's tournament arc because I like the characters and I like that show. But like I said, uh you know, tournament arcs are so famously associated with shonen and I just haven't seen enough shonen to kind of like have a like like a lot of reference for that.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, I actually do like that type of art because it lets you kind of like see all these new fun characters and kind of like see them like overcome challenges and
Yeah.
like see who's
And
left standing at the end type thing.
and also see like what's possible in this world. Like for example, Hunter x Hunter, at first you don't even know what kind of stuff people can actually do or don't. Like during the tournament, you figure out, oh, there are some different techniques, some stuff you can learn, and Gon still has to learn stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right on that. And man, Frieren is no exception to that because not only are you introduced to so many characters at this point, you are shown a lot of new powers, which some of them I would like to get into because I think they're actually really cool. Um, and yeah, so I mean, I feel like Frieren is kind of a like case example of that here. And I I kind of did want to preface this like because basically this entire core that we watched, it starts at episode 17. This arc starts at 18 basically. And
Hmm.
and then the arc ends at 28 and the season does. So
Yeah.
it's a very like self-contained arc that starts and ends with this core. Um and honestly, like when watching it, I was kind of thinking that like I feel like Frieren kind of really begins with this arc, if you know what I'm saying. Like, or
Yeah,
it rather like it starts to pick up, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, like the first 17 episodes is just like prologue. How would you say this?
I believe it's prologue.
Prologue, okay.
But I definitely see why you would mix that one up because it's a weird one.
Is it also written like with UE? I'm
I believe so. Let me check. It's like prologue, I think. Prologue,
yeah.
yeah. Which I'm guessing is a French borrowing.
Hmm.
I would guess.
Probably.
Let me see if there's a. Oh, so German does have it too,
Yeah.
but it's just pronounced as it should be.
Exactly. Prologue. Why
Or
have the UE still in there if it's not even used?
oh, because it's Leon. It's this fancy French borrowing that we can't get rid of. You know, it's so special. We have to hold on to this French. Am I
Hmm.
right?
Of course. Yeah,
Dude, I
okay,
know.
so just prologue. Interesting.
Dude, I'm so pissed off by so many French borrowings. Like reconnaissance, I think is one. I can't even like look at this spelling.
Uh-huh.
Like
Uh-huh.
reconnaissance, we just say like reconnaissance and like entrepreneur. I literally can't even spell these like on my like off the top of my head. Like look at this shit. Like
Yeah.
like yeah, it I don't like all these French spellings, but I don't really like French that much.
Well, let's not start bashing the French.
True. Oh, sorry. Gotta take that back. Gotta put a break on that.
Yeah, but
Um,
well, since we're starting the new arc and we have a lot of new characters, you mentioned before you want to talk about the new characters before we get into the arc?
yes. And I guess this would be a good time to do so.
Hmm.
So basically what I did, I kind of had an idea to kind of add something to this episode because it would mostly just be us saying the plot. And in sort of in line with what I just said about Frieren, like the series really takes off with this arc, and one way that it does that is by introducing a ton of new characters at this point. And it almost feels like the author kind of realized what the series was becoming, and then just decided to like add a ton of characters at once. And at first I was like, dude, this is kind of overwhelming. Like you're just adding like so many characters all at one time. Uh, and yeah, I mean, like I guess we can get into that a bit later, but uh, basically a ton of new characters are added, and I just kind of went through and picked out a cup like a few that I think are actually important and worth talking about, because like I mean like there's like 20 plus new characters, so I found like seven or eight that I thought were like actually important, and I thought we could run through them and just like kind of just like talk about some of their powers, their big moments, and maybe
Hmm.
Leon, maybe you could explain what their names mean to me.
Yeah, I'll provide the German knowledge.
Okay, please do. Um, and we're going to start with the infamous. I'm bringing back infamous again.
Yay, infamous.
Infamous. We have another infamous character here. Not only in the show but in the community. For reasons. But we have the famous or infamous, however you'll put it, Übel, I believe, if that's how you say it
Über.
in
Yeah.
German. Which, just to add one quick thing before you say something, uh, I thought it was interesting how the Japanese pronunciation is Yuberu,
Hmm.
instead of like Uberu, which I thought fit more because the U sound effect almost sounds more like the German Ü, I feel. Um,
Yeah, but like the U is like longer. I mean, you
mm,
say übel, like
yeah,
übel makes more sense than just
確かに
übel,
ね。
you know?
確かにね。
So I'm curious. You wrote down 1.9K. What does that mean?
Okay.
Like I'm just
So
seeing your notes and
yeah.
all these numbers in between. I'm like, huh?
So for reference, I didn't write that number. Basically, I copied and pasted uh the bio from AniList.
Oh,
So
I can see.
it so it grabbed this, which I guess that's how many like likes or follows this character has. Which by the way, Ubel has by far and away the most. Which I think there's obvious
Uh,
reasons for that, which we can get into. Oh
yeah.
man. But yeah, so that's how many followers she has. She has 1.9K followers
So at
on
first,
AniList.
before we watched the show, I only know her for her armpit scene. People were like
Dude, I was gonna
saying
bring that up.
Frieren,
I was gonna
Frieren
bring
is
that
like
up.
using a lot of fetishes like feet and
Yeah.
armpits. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's
Which
interesting.
yeah, dude, that
Uh,
one scene, I hesitate I hesitate to look this up, but uh there's this one scene.
This
There's
is good for your
this
Google history.
it's that it's this scene. Dude,
Uh-huh.
look, this guy did a cover of it. Have you seen this guy who does
Yeah,
like
these cheap
anime?
cosplay.
Yeah, the cheap cosplay guy. Yeah, so she had a famous scene. Let's just say the animators know what they're doing with
Facebook, why are Ubel's armpits so attractive? What the? There's a picture with SpongeBob
Oh no.
licking the arm. Okay, let's
Oh
let's get
God.
not deeper into it.
Yeah.
It's
Let
not
me
good
get
for
off that.
your
Yeah,
digital
true.
reputation.
That's true. That's true. Thank you for steering me down the right path. Whew. But yeah. Um yeah, definitely honestly, I would say Ubel is like all like not even like I wouldn't say the mascot, but like I would say people who know what Frieren is at least definitely know this character more than a lot of other characters. Like Ubel kind of became sort of like a let's just say like she was trending online a
Yeah.
lot. Um for reasons that are now aforementioned. Um but I yeah, I guess I kind of wanted to read her bio because I thought it was kind of interesting.
hmm
But it just basically says Ubel is a third-class mage. Was disqualified in an earlier examination due to killing a first-class wizard, which is a later plot point we can return to if need be. She specializes in magic that allows her to copy the spells of people who she can empathize with. Um, and she relies mostly on her intuition and is not bound by logical reasoning, which is very true, as seen in the show.
Yeah, which is also a strange concept to have a character which is not bound by logical reasoning.
Yeah. And that kind of has to do with her ability. But did you want to first explain her name? Because I think I know what her name means, but it kind of
Okay, then take a
sheds
guess.
light onto. I think I looked this up. I think it means evil, right?
Uh-huh, like evil, bad, or it can
Bad.
also mean like nauseous. Nauseous.
Nauseous.
Is it how you pronounce it? Dude,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
so confusing. Like with the EOU,
Dude, this is another
nauseous.
one. Oh my God. I'm guessing this is also French. But yeah, these spellings, man. Nauseous. Nauseous, yeah.
Nauseous, okay.
And then
Uh,
the noun is nausea,
yeah,
which
but like
is SEA, which
nausea?
I'm
Nausea doesn't confuse me as much, okay?
hmm.
So it can also like mean nauseous.
Brechreiz? No, 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 no. Brechreiz. Reiz. Is that it? Brechreiz. Okay, maybe I got that close.
Uh,
Is nausea auf Deutsch.
okay. Yeah, so that's
He
what her
says
name means.
okay.
I'm just
Wow.
okay. So that's what her name means. And like just by hearing her name it was kind of obvious that she's like not the kind type of character.
Yeah. Um She's definitely not kind. Um, I would say like her personality is so um there's a word for it, but I can't exactly put my finger on it. She's so do you have a word to describe her personality? Because I'm blanking on like what
Uh,
I feel like I had a word for this.
I have an idea, but I don't know words today. One sec. Like sneaky,
Yes, she's very
cunning,
sneaky.
sneaky,
Yeah, she's
that kind
cunning.
of thing.
Yeah. Um, but more than anything, I would say she is annoying. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
she's annoying in the sense that is okay, I think I have a better word. I would use the word cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah.
Um, like she's just a bit like this says like brash, irreverent. But look, it says yet typically in a playful, endearing, or amusing way, which I would agree with because like she's constantly just like saying like cheeky stuff to people, but and I would call her annoying, but it's kind of in like a funny way almost. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I would say like you're supposed to like her as a character, I would say, or I would guess. Um,
So this
like
brings
based
up
on
the
the author.
question. This brings up the question, do you like her?
In what way?
In the
um,
armpit? No.
no. What? Wait, what? Um, no.
No, just as a character.
I would say I definitely do. Um, like first and foremost, I think like her ability is very cool. And I do like her character design, and I like her personality. Like even though she is annoying, I was constantly just laughing and being like, Ubel, you're so annoying, but like you're just funny. Um,
Uh-huh.
she had a lot of interaction with this character named Land, or
Oh, that's what he was
Alf,
called.
yeah, or Alf Japanisch Danto. Um, so yeah, like their interactions were always just very fun, very I mean, like she was basically constantly annoying him because he was like, "Why are you following me?" and all this stuff. So I I would say I definitely liked her, but what were your thoughts on Uba?
To be honest, I just found her annoying.
Yeah,
I like,
I
yes,
like I said, I get what you mean.
she was cheeky, but like it wasn't fun enough for me to watch to just
Mm,
like the conversations between her and Land were
yeah.
just so flat. Like
Okay.
they didn't feel like there was any depth. Why did I choose to say this word again? No,
Depth,
depth.
depth.
Yeah, so
See,
I don't really like her, but maybe she'll be a better character in future seasons.
mm, I see, I see. Damn, Leon, you're going against the grain and putting the putting the hot take on Uba, who is a fan favorite, probably.
Then I just
Um,
have to say this is pretty übel.
what your take?
My take, yeah, my take is pretty übel.
What an Uba take. No, but moving on, we probably won't talk about
Next.
all the characters. Next. We probably won't talk about all of them for that long, but we have I think he's a dwarf. Actually, maybe not.
No,
Denke.
he's not a dwarf.
Okay,
As
he's just
far
very
as
short.
he's just very short or old.
Very short or old, one of the two. We have a short guy who I thought was a dwarf named Denke.
So he's an
Um,
imperial mage, if I remember correctly.
Imperial Mage. I think you are right.
And well, he's doing the first class mage exam to visit, I think, his late wife's grave.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Here he is. I was looking for his profile so I could see a nice picture of him. Um, so yes, it says he is Imperial Mage of the second class. Um, and yeah, one other point is also it says he saw Frieren as his motivation to become a mage, which I did forget that plot point because
Yeah, me too. I I
Yeah.
think I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, yeah. I was watching in Japanese too, so I may have missed some minor details. But yes, Denkin, I like him. He has a lot of like fun dialogue with his team. Um, uh,
Hmm.
Another character that I didn't put down for our conversation, but I'll just kind of like mention is kind of like his like deshi or like sidekick named Laufen.
Yeah.
Um, and she has a pretty cool ability of kind of like moving very fast or like teleportation or something.
Do you
Um,
do you have guesses on the name's meaning? I'll just let you guess the
oh my
entire
god,
time.
dude, you put me on the spot here. Um,
Yeah, I want to
Dankin?
have some fun too.
Oh yeah, true.
No, just
You
kidding.
didn't like Ooble that much, so you have to have your fun elsewhere.
Yeah.
Um, Denkin. I would guess it means like stoic.
The only problem is I don't know what stoic means. One sec.
Okay, okay. So we're going
Stoic?
back and forth here. We're going back and forth.
Dude, I hate it. So the German translation for stoic is stoisch. The problem
Stoisch.
is I
Interesting.
don't even know what stoisch means. So I have
Okay,
heard
let's
it,
see. Let's see.
but
Uh,
uh
Basically, someone who remains calm, rational, unemotional, when facing pain. Uh, Kind of like a how would I describe stoic? Kind of like sort of like unfazed by like worldly like things such as like emotions or pain or stuff like that. Like emotional regulation, endurance, control.
mhm.
Um, Kind of like someone who keeps to themselves, doesn't talk a whole lot.
Okay,
Um,
so this is in the right direction,
okay,
but
cool, cool.
denken just means to think,
Oh my God, how did I miss
like
that?
thinking, you know?
Ah, damn it. I've studied a little bit of German. How did I miss that? God damn it. Okay.
And now we have laufen.
Laufen. Yeah. Which,
Hmm.
okay, that would be another verb, I guess, right?
Hmm.
Laufen.
Exactly.
Would it be like running?
Yeah, like running or walking.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't believe I just got that. Wow.
So
Dude,
also
how did
her
I get that?
ability was kind of obvious to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Laufen. Just running.
Yeah, and also
Dude,
the
I'm
next
picturing.
character's
Okay, yeah. Um,
ability is pretty obvious from her name.
oh, interesting. Okay, so he's talking about Lawine in Japanese. I guess auf Deutsch Lawine or like what would the
Lavina.
Lawine? Okay. Uh, well, first of all, based on that pronunciation, I'm tempted or you're making me think of Avril Lavigne, which I'm wondering if that name has kind of has a connection there.
No, it's just pronounced Lavina.
Well, yeah, but I'm wondering if Levine has a name origin similarity with
Oh,
Levine.
yeah, maybe.
Uh, but okay, so if I mean you gave me a big hint there, so I'm thinking like because okay, her power is ice, um,
Uh-huh.
like snowflake or like ice or
No.
something.
Nah, it's more distant than laufen, like the
Okay,
meaning.
well, it's not freeze, I don't think, because that would be
No,
frieren, right?
it's more like a thing that could happen with a lot of snow on mountains.
Avalanche,
Uh-huh.
dude, what? That's crazy. I didn't know that Lavine meaning. I don't know why I'm searching this because you just told me, but that's really cool to learn. Lavine. Okay.
We're just doing now we're getting close to our linguistics podcast. We're just doing a
True.
Frieren German
Yeah.
version.
Which in kind of talking about these characters a bit, I'll talk quickly about the characters of Lavine and Kanne, uh, which I guess in German would be Kanne.
Kinda, yeah.
Kanne. And I'll just talk about them quick because they kind of are kind of a pair, and they're pretty enjoyable. like nothing too crazy, but basically they are a part of Frieren's team for the exam at in the first part at least, and yeah, they're kind of just like two like younger kids who like Frieren kind of helps like show them like the ropes a bit because they are kind of like needing of some guidance. Um, so yeah, you have Lavinia, which is avalanche, and she has ice power, and Kanne, which has like a water ability. Which I guess, speaking of her name, does Kanne have something to do with water control?
More or less. So
Okay.
this was a character I had a guess she can do something with water, but I had no idea what really to expect.
Okay, so the name doesn't really lead you to think that.
No,
Um, does it have to do with her personality instead, or is it just
no, it's more the ability than her personality, and I
okay?
can tell you the English word is pretty close to the German one.
Oh, the definition's close, or the word is close?
The word is close.
The word is close. Okay. Okay, then I'm guessing it'll be similar, but it's not. It's not like as obvious as like can, right?
It is. It
Oh,
actually
what?
is. The word
What?
can is the English translation for kana. It says like a can, a mug, something,
Oh
like
my God, what?
a can of tea or coffee or.
Dude, that
So I
totally
was like,
makes sense.
so what? So I heard like, okay, kana. So what do I expect here? Can she like form water or just make different beverages? Like, what's her deal?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's referring to her ability to like trap things in water or
Mhm.
like can them in water or something. Um, but that is interesting. Uh, and yeah, we have Lavinia and Kana there. Um, moving on to like somebody who I think is more important in this season is Viaberu and auf Deutsch uh, wie
Wilbur,
sagst Wirbel? Okay,
Wilbur.
Wirbel, Wirbel. Um, and he's kind of this guy from the northern lands. He has white hair, um, and he has a pretty cool ability. If you remember what it was, Leon.
Oh no, I don't remember him at
Oh,
all.
okay, okay,
You
okay.
said he's important, but I don't remember him at all. Is
Let
he
me show
this guy
you.
from the army type thing?
I think, yeah, I
Oh,
think we're
this
thinking
guy,
of that. Yeah,
yeah.
this guy. Sorry, I should have
I
pulled up
don't
the
even
picture.
remember his ability.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No,
it's
for me, he wasn't too important. He was
y-
just there, kind of annoying, and
yeah, true.
well,
I won't say he's too important, but of the people who are introduced, he's one of the more important ones. And I won't go too deep into him, but like to talk about his ability, which I think is cool, is basically if you are in full line of sight of him, as in like if he can see all of you, like
uh-huh.
if he can see like your entire body, then he can uh constrain you in like in this like magical like bond, and you basically can't move. Um,
I also have a
and
take on that ability. I remember him now.
okay, okay, yeah.
Uh, because I was kind of confused with the definition of seeing your entire body, you know?
Okay.
Because technically if you're like standing behind a stone but like your limbs and your head and stuff is like visible, could he also restrain you? Because I mean clothing would also be a kind of,
Ah, I see.
like
Yeah.
obstacle in his line of sight because
Yeah.
he isn't really seeing the person's body. So I was confused with that abilities. Like how is it defined to see like the entire body?
Interesting. Yeah, you bring up a good point there. Um, I guess to like play devil's advocate or like try to understand like what's going on there. I guess like it might be something where it's like if he can see like someone's form, I guess, where
Hmm.
it's like not just their body, but like sort of like the shape of their body, I guess. Um, whereas like something like a stone would like block what you look like, I guess, because like clothes like more or less like conform to your body. So like I would guess it's like he can kind of like see you, like your form, I guess.
Hmm.
But yeah, that is a good point. Like technically clothes would block your line of sight of him or something.
Yeah.
And like if you're like behind a wall, it's like can he see you? Because I mean like you're in his view technically, but you're just like you're behind a wall. So like, but yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah. So this has confused me, but
Yeah.
well, it's a minor detail of a
Yeah.
side, more or less side character.
If
So
we wanted to criticize all the anime like powers out there, we could be here for for an entire episode.
yeah, getting back into the characters. So
Yes.
what's your guess what verbal means?
Verbal. I would guess it's like something to do with war, because he comes from like the north or like war, or maybe it means something to do with the north, but I don't think so, because I think there's a different word for north. Um, I would guess like war like or something.
Uh-uh. It has
Okay.
more something to do with restraining,
Oh
more
my
or less.
God. Okay, so his ability. Like, does it mean like tie up or
Uh-uh.
like? Hmm.
It's very distant in its meaning.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a lot of thinking you can do to get there. So on one hand, it could translate to vertebra, which it probably
Vertebra.
doesn't. But the meaning I think they're going for is vortex.
Vortex. Okay. That kind of makes sense based on his ability because it's like a magical sort of like vortex or like chain
Hmm.
around them.
That's what I meant with like it's pretty distant.
Yeah, that is a bit distant. Unless there's like a hidden plot point later where it shows him have a vortex ability. I don't know. Um, but I guess we can move on to Lant,
Hmm.
Auf Japanisch Danto, who's kind of
I think it's confusing that they use to instead of do, you know?
yeah, true, because it's Land,
Hmm.
which I guess kind of sounds like a T in German a little bit more, but yeah, that's interesting. Which I would call him Megane-kun in this show,
Yeah.
because I think doesn't Ubel call him that or
Ja,
like call him like Megane or
Übel
something?
calls him die ganze Zeit Meganeko.
Which he is kind of your classic like tsundere Megane character who like doesn't want to say much, doesn't want to be there. Um, and I think
But I
his
thought it,
personality and
yeah,
Ubel's work well together. But
I thought his reveal at the end, like at the last test, was
yeah, yeah,
pretty insane.
I would agree. Yeah,
But we'll
I
get into that when we're
yes,
done yapping because I think this episode will not be a short one because we're taking our time here.
yes. And in the sake of that, let's go ahead and finish off the last two characters that I added. We have Zen auf Japanisch Zenze, but I guess auf Deutsch wie sagt
You would just pronounce the E, the second E less, you'd say Zenza.
Zenze. Okay. Which I would guess means something like to sense.
Nope.
Damn it.
It's
Okay.
so it's more like a tool to farm weed, for example.
Hmm. So a
Or
scythe.
yeah.
Interesting. Zinza for scythe. Interesting. I I wonder why, because she has a hair growing ability, right?
Yeah. I
Interesting.
don't know. I
That's an interesting one. Um,
maybe they
and
were aiming for like sensation type thing
maybe.
because nobody could really like feel her like
Yeah,
presence.
true, because she has like kind of a light presence, yeah.
Maybe that's, but normally I would translate it as Zenza, like scythe.
Interesting. Lastly, we have Auf Japanisch Methode.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and yeah, you got to help me with the German on this one. I
Oh, it's similar. It's Methode. So
Methode. Okay.
we're pretty close here. As I've said in the first episode, I'm pretty uh overwhelmed by their German pronunciation.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
Like better than normally the German in Japanese.
definitely better. If you've seen Evangelion, you know. um, but yes, spoiler alert. I only put her on there because she's kind of important, and also her voice actress is Reina Ueda, who I might mention
Ah,
later.
okay.
But yes,
If I remember
I
her
love her.
correctly, she was pretty boring in the story.
Yes, doesn't do much, but gotta bring up Reina Ueda whenever she comes up.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
but yeah, so that's kind of a sneak peek at some of the new characters. But I had a lot of fun talking about those. But
Me
now
too.
let's get
I
into
hope I
the
hope you guys had to listening
yes,
to us.
yes, yes, with our linguistics side series here.
Yeah, and if there are more characters you want to know, like German translations of what I want us to talk about their names and their ability, just write a comment or something and we'll figure out how to include that in a future episode.
Definitely, because I don't love I don't love much else more than talking about funny words with Leon. So,
Yeah,
um,
dude, we're talking about words so much. Even off recording, like
oh
we're
yeah,
just
yes. I mean,
I
half of
mean
our
off
texts to each other are just
off recording we're talking about words even more. It's kind of
yeah.
weird, but I like it.
Me too. It gets kind of creepy, but I like it. Um, so yeah, all those characters and more are introduced in episode 18 with the setup of the new arc, which is as we've mentioned it's a tournament arc where they are trying to get their mage license, basically.
hmm
Um, Frieren and Fern both apply for this. I don't remember, why did Frieren do this?
Because she had to. No, there was
Yeah,
somehow a reason that Fern doesn't want to do it alone.
yeah, I think that may have been it. Yeah,
Because Fern didn't believe in herself or something.
yeah. But basically, Fern is trying to get her magician license, or mage license, I guess, not magician.
Her license.
Yes, Fern gets her license.
Now
that,
she can
that
drive a car.
I should have put that on the thumbnail. Fern gets her license. Um, so
like
yeah,
a like a driver's license with Fern on there and like
yeah, yeah, like a
detail.
car with all of them in it or something.
Fern with sunglasses in a cabrio.
Fern is like the last person I would think to wear sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's like cool Gandalf, you know.
Yes, cool purple Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that starts on episode 18, and we have basically a few this arc is broken down into some tests. The first test is all the characters have to catch a bird.
And randomized
Um,
teams, by the way.
yes.
Teams of three, they're randomized. They got some, what is it, bracelet? I think it's a
Yes. Yes. Like a
bracelet.
bracelet.
And somehow Lavina and Kana had a lot of luck
Yes.
because they're
Yep.
best friends kind of thing, but some like they don't seem like it, but they're pretty close friends.
Yeah, they're
And
constantly
they're
Lavine is constantly pulling Kana's hair out.
yeah. And well, they got teamed up with Frieren.
Yeah, that's their luck right there.
Yeah, and Fern. I don't remember even who she got teamed up with.
So Fern was with Ubel and Lant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see how important Uber was to me in this show.
Bro, I thought you would like Ubel, I'm gonna be honest, but I
Nah.
guess I was wrong on that.
Yeah. But
And
yeah,
so
well they have to catch a bird which doesn't leave any traces of mana.
Yep.
And also, if you use your mana or mana comes close to them, they just fly away with uh hyperspeed.
Yes. This bird is very fast. um, and it kind of reminded me of Harry Potter a lot, where they have to catch the golden snitch. You know.
Yeah, true.
Um, and yeah, it's a really creative setup. I won't even go into a ton of what happens during it because I just don't want to. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
basically, it just kind of shows all the parties and characters using magic in creative ways to fight each other and to also try to catch the. I believe the bird was called a Stille,
Yeah, it
if that's how
means
you would say it.
silence.
Silence. Oh, Stille.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it Stille or Stille?
Stille. Stille.
Stille. Dude, I just had a memory of singing Silent Night in German when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
And it was a Stille Nacht, Heilige
Meine
Nacht.
Nacht. Yeah.
Yeah. We sang that in German in elementary school, and I just got a flashback of that.
Nice.
But
Yeah, dude. This this episode just got me. Like I binged 6 episodes
damn,
in one sitting because this setup I liked this tournament setup in this um kind of restricted area because Zeria, a character we have not mentioned yet,
yep,
put a barrier around the arena.
yep,
And at first, like Frieren, Kana, and Lavina made a plan which we didn't know about, like what the plan exactly said. And their plan was basically to freeze the big lake in the city and in the center, not in the city, sorry,
yeah,
in the center, and also um, kind of destroy smaller puddles or water
yeah,
sources with mana, so they can lead all the Stille to one water hole.
yep, yep,
And at first, I thought they want to like freeze all water and then like make an explosion so the Stille crashes against the barrier and just falls down.
yeah, yeah.
This was my
Just
first
kill
idea.
it.
What they're no, just make it like unconscious
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
it flew too fast against this barrier. This was my idea of their plan, and it would
yeah,
be
yeah.
very Frieren like to just do something really weird that works out.
True. Um, wasn't their actual plan like basically they froze all the water sources except one, and then
Yeah,
Frieren basically suppressed her mana and sat by the water source,
yeah,
and then basically just like captured it while she was just sitting there or
that's what they
something?
did, and
Okay.
yeah, I just thought they would do that. Like, we didn't know the plan, so I just thought, okay,
Yeah.
what could the plan be? And then we saw that Frieren had some weird magic that could trap birds
Yeah,
and
because of
things that
course
are
she
shaped like
does.
birds. So this was hilarious.
That is
And we
also
also
very Frieren-like to just have like some magic like that.
Yeah, and we also got to see some badass Frieren when she destroyed the
Yes.
undestroyable barrier. I really
Yes,
like that.
dude. That was really cool. And I think I wrote that down. I think it was episode 21.
Hmm.
Hopefully I'm not mistaken on that. But yeah, basically there's a barrier around this whole area because it's like a testing ground, and basically like people can't leave. And as Leon said, a very strong character named Zedie has put up this barrier, and it's kind of like the out of bounds area in a video game. Um, and like everyone who's like proctoring the test, like Zinza and like all those people, like they're all thinking like, yeah, like no one can break the barrier because it's just like first of all, it's made by Zedie, and also why would they? Because that's kind of like against the test. Um, but then like Frieren just breaks it, and
It's like a big middle finger
yes,
against Zeria, who's like treated as a
yeah,
goddess kind of thing.
yes. And also the reason why she does is really cool because cor- correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't she break it so that the rain can come in so that Kanna
Hmm.
can fight with like
Yeah,
water? Like I was like,
because
yeah,
she
that's
wants
so
magic to
cool.
be free.
Yeah, but yeah, that was such a cool scene, such a cool moment, and it just shows how strong Frieren is.
Yeah,
Um, which
and it
speaking of,
also,
she
yeah,
fights Denkin in this episode too.
yeah, Denken had no chance
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
Sorry, Denkin.
Yeah, well, happens.
What were you
But I
dinking?
thought this is so good. I didn't think of that. And in this kind of arc, we also figure out that Frieren is Seria's grand student kind of thing. I don't know
Yes.
how to express that.
Yes, that
So
is a perfect way of putting it.
she's basically the student of Seria's student.
Yes.
So her
Dude, I've
grand
never
student.
thought of calling it a grand student.
Yeah, I don't know if
That
there's a
is so
word for
good,
that.
though. Is there in German?
No.
Dude, you just hit genius right there, because that is a brilliant idea to just, like, the teacher of my teacher is my grand teacher.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, and
So
well,
yes.
Seria is kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
And we also figure out that Frieren and Seria don't like each other, but that's for a later point. Now we just get into the second test,
Yes.
which is a pretty weird test.
Pretty weird, pretty cool though, I would say.
Yeah, it's a big labyrinth
Yes. Make you, I believe you'd call it in
in a
Japanese.
in and the labyrinth is like a king's tomb, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think a character named Spiegel,
No,
right?
that's just the thing in there, I
Oh,
thought.
okay, no, yeah, you're right. I don't remember whose tomb it is, but there is somebody named
Uh
Spiegel there who's important.
yeah, and like it's not entirely explored. And then Zenza decides to do the test in there with some bottles to rescue people if they're in trouble.
Yeah, and that's one of
This
the
was
weird
such a bad
parts.
description.
Yeah,
This
let
was
me
such a bad description.
let me help you out there, Leon. No.
Thank you.
Um, so basically, in this labyrinth area, like part of this test is, well, we'll tell you what the test is in a second. But basically, all they know is you need to go into this labyrinth and like reach the end or something, or like
Hmm.
or something. And like all they know is that it's a dangerous labyrinth, and so basically they're given these bottles where it has like a little golem in it, and
Uh-huh.
basically if you are about to die, you can break that bottle, and this giant like stone golem will like come out of it and like save you.
Do
And
you
but yeah, what?
do you know these YouTube channels like the green guy, the yellow guy? I don't know if there's a green guy, the yellow guy, the blue guy who do these workout videos?
No.
Then
No.
go on YouTube. Please go on YouTube
Okay,
for a
okay.
sec and look
Uh-oh.
up the blue guy workout or something. I don't know if he's blue. I just remember them from my homepage.
I in for right now. The blue guy workout. Oh my god. Dude, it does look like this guy.
And there's also like a yellow guy who does a different kind of sport type
What?
thing.
That's
And it's like
crazy.
different sports with different colored guys, but with this character.
Dude, that. Oh my god, they look exactly like this. Hold on.
So I thought this is kind of funny. This is not how you
Yeah.
spell labyrinth.
Hey, shut up, shut up. Um, yeah, dude, look at that. That is so. That is literally perfect. Oh my god.
Ah.
Wow, I am glad you brought that. You brought my attention to that.
They just look so similar.
Yeah, and so if you've ever seen that YouTube channel, you know exactly what these golems look like. They're like
It's the
these.
brown guy.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine he is a YouTube channel. He's like saving people from labyrinths since like 1902 or something. Um, so yeah, they have these brown guy like bottles where they like break it, and then this guy will come out and like save them. And it's not like he comes from somewhere. Like he comes out of the bottle and like grows. It's like a very strange like visual, but like it looks really cool, and like the
It was a
animation
fun
is cool.
concept.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, during the test, we also figure out some more backstory from the original campaign,
Mm-hmm.
where we figure out that Himmel likes to explore dungeons even if it's not necessary, and
Thank
not
you,
by
Himmel.
looking for the shortest path.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, Dijkstra is probably not part of this universe, but he would be pretty disappointed.
Who would be?
Dijkstra.
Dijkstra. Who is that?
He has an shortest path algorithm type thing.
Ah, not Hodane. Interesting. So Himmel's definitely not looking for the shortest path here.
Yeah. No, he decided to explore floor by floor. Well, Frieren does the same,
Yeah.
and Frieren really enjoys mimics.
Yes. Even though she gets trapped and then says "kurayo kawayo,"
Yeah,
because she wants
but
to find her grimoires, and she wants to
yeah,
like. She's
the
like,
0.1% chance it is
dude,
possible.
she's a true gotcha gamer because she's gambling.
She's gambling all the time.
She's gambling with those percentages, bro.
I'm just wondering how she survived on her own.
Yeah, me too. It's like she was doing that before the party, so. And
Yeah.
yeah, so basically the setup here is that they have to go into this labyrinth. They have these golems, and there's some backstory in there, as Leon was saying. Um, but the main part of the second test has to do with, I believe, Spiegel, as I mentioned.
Uh-huh.
Um, and basically, this is one of the coolest parts of the test, in my opinion. And I actually put it on the thumbnail because I just really
Oh,
like this
really?
moment. Yeah.
Wait, I have not noticed. Oh, I remember. Yeah,
Like
okay. I
that.
saw the thumbnail, but I didn't remember. I thought you put like you put
Oh no, no.
a. So different. You know what Spiegel means, or you need me to explain what Spiegel means?
If I had to guess, I would say it means like copy.
Yeah. It is an object that copies you.
Oh, an object that copies you. Not a mirror, right?
It is a mirror.
It is?
It's the German word
Dude,
for mirror.
that's so cool. Oh my god.
So I was
Dude, I
wondering
love
if you
this
put like
stuff.
an actual mirror on the thumbnail. So I was like, huh?
Oh
I
no,
like you put
no.
it on the thumbnail. I was like, where? I didn't see it.
So, as Leon has very appreciatively described for us, Spiegel means mirror, and basically the big gimmick of this part of the test is that um, everyone who enters this labyrinth, uh, basically a copy of them is created in the labyrinth, and you have to face those copies later as you keep going down, and uh, not not only is this labyrinth typically very dangerous, but this particular time is especially dangerous due to one person in particular who is being copied in this labyrinth. one one very notable
Gatekeeper.
character who is being copied here. Who let's just say everyone's gonna have difficulty trying to defeat. Um, and that is our main girl Frieren here.
Yeah,
Because
I love my notes on this. So on episode 24, where like the copy first appears, I wrote down like Frieren versus Frieren question mark. And in episode 25, where they actually like start to fight each other, I put into their Frieren versus Frieren exclamation mark.
Because you
Like,
know why now.
yeah. At first it was like Frieren versus Frieren? Oh, Frieren versus Frieren.
Yeah, your voice gets like into it. You're like, oh yeah. No, dude, and I have to agree because this is one of the coolest points for me. Um, because it's like I remember watching this on my first time when it was coming out, and I remember like seeing that scene, and I'm like, dude, like based on how Freeman's power has been shown up to now, it's like you see this like ominous clone of her appear, and like first of all, the scene where it shows up is so cool because um uh Denkin and his party come across her, and it doesn't show you at first who they're looking at,
But you could
but
guess.
yeah,
Like,
you could guess, and it's like building up, and then like you finally see this clone of Frieren, and you just think, dude, how is anyone going to be able to defeat Frieren? And luckily, we have a perfect combatant because we have Frieren here too, so she can kind of fight herself, which we will see later. But
mhm.
but yes, it's a very cool moment, very cool concept to me. Um, and
Okay.
uh, and yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't too big of a fan of that concept.
Oh, okay.
Like, as you know me, I don't like fighting, I like exploration, so I enjoyed like how they
Yeah.
explored the dungeon. So I would be like Himmel to explore floor by floor until everything is mapped out.
You know, I think I know
And
your favorite character.
who?
Himmel.
Yeah, well, that's a valid guess. Uh, and to be honest, Frieren versus Frieren wasn't as interesting to me as Übel versus Sense.
Ah,
Even though I
yes,
wasn't a big fan
yes.
of Übel, I thought the concept of like this like Zenza's ability and also like the real Zenza being down there with Frieren
Yes.
saying, I know who will win this fight
Yep, yep, yep.
because Übel and Zenza met before after the second class mage exam where Übel killed the proctor.
Yep. Hmm.
I think it's proctor, right?
Yeah, yeah. Somebody
Okay,
who like runs a test or something, I think.
interesting. Spoilers, Übel won.
Yes. Which, speaking of, I wanted to ask what your like your idea of Ubel's power was because when I read this, it says something different from her power than what I thought it was. Because what the impression I got from her power was that she can basically cut anything that she thinks she can cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Like
Um,
that's what I thought as well. Is it something
yeah.
different?
Well, right here it says specializes in magic that allows her to copy the spells of people she can empathize with. Um,
Oh,
which is not what is shown. Maybe that's from like future manga stuff, like where like we learn that that's her full power or something like that.
yeah,
Um,
maybe. Or
but
we're just stupid. I mean, it would
yeah,
also
yeah,
be possible.
true, true.
So if we're wrong, please let us know. Please write a
Yeah, yeah,
comment
yeah,
if it's a manga thing or if we're just stupid.
yeah. Um, and yeah,
Both is
so
possible.
yeah, yeah, and I think one of the reasons why you like this scene so much, and why I also think it's really cool, is basically Ubel is crazy, as we mentioned before, and she is not. She's a bit delusional in the fact that she thinks she's more powerful than she is, and basically what that means is that if she thinks she can win against somebody, or if she thinks she can cut them, she will, even though it's not logical to think she can win. Um, and she kind of has a scene that I wanted to talk about. I think it was in episode 26 where she fights Zenza. but she basically explains her power and how she like watched her sister like cut like
Hmm.
cloth, and she always liked that sound effect when she was younger, and so like she can visualize her power cutting through anything, and and of course hair is something that is meant to be cut, basically as she says, because Zinza's power is basically like growing her hair basically, and so she easily wins against Zinza, who Zinza, as Leon said, thinks that Ubel will win because she's hair, and Ubel is like scissors basically. And so yeah, that's a very cool fight. I would agree.
The Frieren versus Frieren part was more like kind of the obvious fight, like
Right,
to expect.
right, right.
Yeah, and we only learned that Frieren has a weak point.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, uh, which is that she stops detecting mana for a split second when she is attacked.
Yes. Hmm.
And
Which
Fern beautifully demonstrates that with
yes.
a shot. Like she tried to shoot
Yeah.
Frieren.
Hmm.
Yeah, do some magic stuff.
Yeah. Some magic trickery. Yeah. Which, by the way, Frieren is embarrassed by that, as shown, because
Yeah,
uh, they basically get into like a board meeting and they're like, "Hey guys, how can we beat Frieren's clone?" And Fern like brings up this idea, and she's like, "Frieren, why didn't you bring this up? Because like this is a weakness." And she's like, "Well, I'm embarrassed because like I don't want to say that I have a weakness or something." And
yeah.
I was like, that is pretty funny. Uh, Very like Frieren thing to do. Um, but yeah, so Frieren versus Frieren, or honestly Frieren versus everyone, because they have to like team up to beat her. Um, is is pretty obvious as a fight. Though I will say, the animation for this fight and also for all the fights in this arc is just
Mm,
so clean.
so good.
I won't talk about the animation much more because we've already talked about it, but man, like some of these fights just look very good.
Except for some specific ending we will talk about later.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But let's first get into the third and last exam.
Yes, the final part, which is only a couple episodes. Um,
Yeah, because it's a simple exam. It's just talk with Zeria and see what he, she, it says.
yeah, and it's really funny when all those people start going into the room, and she's like, "You fail, you fail, you fail."
Yeah.
Oh
Now we
man,
can talk about Land again because
Land, yeah,
I mentioned while we were talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the characters that I thought Land in Zeria's exam was pretty interesting because the entire time Land was like making copies of himself to like with to work with the illusion that he's somewhere else
yeah, hmm
and that his real self came in later. But in this test, we found out that he never even left his hometown
yeah. He was
and
always a clone there.
used his clone to like mimic his real self,
Yeah,
which was pretty impressive.
yeah, uh-huh.
But his name still doesn't make sense. Like
Does
maybe it makes sense.
doesn't it just mean like land or like country or something?
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is that due to this like distance, like
Yeah,
in land mass, like
yeah, right,
that
right,
this
right.
might be a thing.
Basically, as Leon says, uh, uh, Zerie basically just passes or fails whoever she, it wants, and the notable ones are that she, it fails Frieren, uh, because they just don't like Frieren, and then they also pass Fern,
Yeah, because
because
Fern noticed the
yeah,
instability in
yep,
their
in
mana
her,
suppression,
yep,
which is
uh,
impressive, to be
true,
fair.
true, because Fern was like, didn't she say like you have a bit of fear in you or something like that or something?
I don't remember.
Maybe not that, but
Well, it doesn't matter. But
yeah,
what I want to say is that it's interesting, even though Frieren and Zeria don't like each other because Zeria is more like the fighter type of person,
yeah,
and Frieren is more peaceful. Uh, that Frieren still says that Zeria is powerful enough to like know what is right and what's not.
yeah,
And well, in the end, everybody who passed got to
yeah,
choose a choose a spell they want to know.
yeah. That's
And well, I
right.
think Zeria was pretty well, you know where Fern learned her magic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. It rubbed off from her, from Frieren.
Yeah.
Doesn't she pick one that makes her clothes clean?
Yeah, it's like a spell for doing laundry.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I remember there's like a scene where it shows like Zedia's face after she picked that magic, and she's like, "What?" And it's like, yeah, that's Frieren's influence right there.
Yeah, that's such a Frieren thing to do.
True.
And well, there ends the first class mage exam arc, and also the first season.
First season over. Um, with the second season currently airing right now, for any interested. We're currently on episode 3, which I've been waiting to watch it because we were gonna do this episode and I didn't want to get mixed up in my brain. So
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen any of season 2, but I'm really excited to watch it
Me
this season.
neither. And well, maybe we'll give you an update or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But first, I want to know your thoughts on the opening and well, more or less ending.
Yes, the opening. So this song was pretty famous. Like, I mean, Frieren was just so big back when it was coming out. And I think this song kind of popularized Yorushka for a lot of people. Um, because not to sound cool or anything, but I was listening to Yorushka before they were popular.
Yeah,
Haha.
me too.
Yes, yes. I'm cool, guys. Guys, I'm cool.
Yeah, like
Um,
this is such a us thing to do to feel cool
true.
because we knew some songs. Uh, wait, there was one song if I like where I remember Yorushka. だから僕は音楽をやめた.
Yes, そうだ
This was
ね。
like the first song where I really remember
それ、
hearing Yorushka.
それな。Yeah. I definitely listened to that one. I listened to a lot of others. There was a song called Koi that I like, and a song called
Mhm.
Aruku, that I really like from one of the early albums. Um, but yeah, like I remember my friend sending me a song by Yorushka like recently, because I guess he got into it from like the Frieren opening and stuff. And he was like, "Dude, like check out this song," and it was like a Yorushka song, and I was like, "Dude, I've been listening to that since high school, bro." And and yeah, I'm just like, wow. I'm kind of cringe
Yeah.
like thinking I'm cool for that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you're good. You're good. But to be honest, I was so confused because, as you know, I didn't know Frieren until last week, like
mm.
story-wise. And then I heard the second opening and I was like, oh, this is a Frieren song. I just know the song
You
itself.
already knew
I
the
just knew the
Yorushka
song,
song.
but just as a song, I was like, oh, this is a Frieren opening. Good to know.
I bet you that makes you feel cool. That
Of
inflates your
course.
ego.
This pushes my ego so much because I'm cooler because I knew the opening before it was like before I saw the show.
Dude, it's funny because I think me and you both know a lot of songs from anime. Um, but there's a few bands where I'm like that. Like I'm a big Nana Ripe fan, which
Hmm.
they did the Non Non Biori opening, which is how I found them. But then I went and like listened to all their music, and then like they still have a ton of songs that are openings, but I've never seen that show because I just know that song, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that song is an opening because I just like have listened to all their songs.
Yeah, but it's
Um,
so weird. Like if you talk with like normal people, Not to judge anyone, but if you talk with normal
Normies.
people and you're like talking about music, they're like, "Oh, what you're listening to," and then you just like show them the song. They're like, "Oh, which anime is that from?" And I'm like, maybe it's from
Yeah.
anime. I don't know. I just like the
Yeah.
song."
Dude, it's always a nightmare whenever I'm like listening to like, because I listen to a lot of Japanese music, mostly Japanese music and like soundtracks to mostly Japanese things. Um, but it's always a nightmare when like normies ask me like what I'm listening to because I'm like, should I tell them I'm listening to the Halo 2 soundtrack or should I like they're not gonna know what that is. So like I don't know. Like sometimes I'll just be like, yeah, like I like Japanese music, so I'm just listening to that. And then if they know some Japanese music, they might like ask further. But if not, then
Yeah.
I just leave it at that because I'm like uh, I don't want to burden you with all of this.
Yeah, I want to. That's why if people ask, I just tell them.
See,
And in the
that's what
most
normal people do.
confusing, in the most confusing way, so they ask questions because they didn't understand what I was saying.
So you're just being a little annoying guy for that.
Yeah, of course. Maybe they get into Japanese music that way.
True.
Wouldn't it be cool?
You're being straight up. I respect it. But yes, so the song. Getting back to the song.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
we have Haru by Yorushka. Um, and this is not my favorite Yorushka song by a long shot.
Uh-huh.
I think I like a lot of other Yorushka songs more. Um, but I do like this song a lot, and I think it's very fitting for Frieren. Um, but like I guess that just shows to go how much I like Yorushka because I do think it's a very good song. But it's not my favorite by them by a long
This
shot. But I do like
this leaves the bigger question.
it. Oh, it is not
Which
a question.
opening is better?
Oh, this question. I thought you were going for the ending.
This question.
Um,
Nah, this comes afterwards,
ooh,
but we're talking about the opening, so which opening is better is the big question right now.
that is a big question. Um, oh man. I think actually, in a twist of fate, this time I would say I like Yusha more. Um, but that as I was explaining, I think last episode, I definitely normally wouldn't say that because I'm not a big Yoasobi fan anymore, like that much. Um, so like normally I would like Yorushka's music more, but here I think Yusha wins out because Yusha is probably my favorite Yoasobi song. So I mean, it's kind of
Huh.
like it's like my favorite Yoasobi versus a lesser liked Yorushka song. Um, so yeah, I think Yusha does win out here. But what about you? What's your takes on the openings?
Well, I hate to be the bad guy, but Haru wins for me here.
Nah, man,
Uh,
that's cool.
as you know, I'm also not the biggest Yoasobi fan, but there are songs I just prefer over Yusha.
Yeah. Hmm.
And in addition to that, we just have Yorushka, who has such a pure voice.
Hmm. Such a great
And
voice.
yeah. And I
Hale
like,
ni ha.
yeah, and I like clean voices, and Yosobi is not on the cleaner side or on the too clean
Mm,
side.
mm.
So Haru wins for me, and now we can get to the ending.
Well, it's not too long of a conversation because not only is it a song I don't like that much, but it's the same exact song as the other one.
It's just the second part, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, how do you say, like the second verse?
Uh, you mean like sorry, could you describe what you mean a little more? I don't fully get you.
Like it's not the same segment of the song as the first ending.
Oh, yes, like the second verse. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
second verse.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
The only problem with this ending, compared to the first one, which I really liked, uh, is the visuals. I was
Mm-hmm.
so weirded out by these visuals.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind
Yep.
of, I would say it's kind of hard to weird me out, but this was just not not cool to look at.
I see. Yeah,
Uh,
I wish I had some more thoughts to share on this, but I honestly just didn't watch the ending because
yeah,
I just know that I'm not the biggest fan of that song, so I just didn't really.
I just have to like to close on the music. I can just say for the OST, I was pretty happy that the flute track was back.
Yeah, yep, that one did pop up. Um, yeah, like I like the soundtrack of this show, and I think I mentioned it last time, but I don't know, none of the tracks just like stuck with me, if you know what I'm saying. Um, but I mean, like I totally understand like praising the music. It is a good soundtrack, so like uh like the flute track TM is definitely a really good track. Um,
And well, then we're kind of done, right? Am
we
I
are
forgetting
done.
something?
I do have one thing that I want to bring up
Ah, okay.
because I'm just a fan. I'm just a lousy fanboy, so I just want to say this. Um, but there is one character, unfortunately, a not important character at all, who has a voice actress that I need to have mentioned to, and it is a girl named uh, Ederu or Edel.
Edel.
Edel,
Edel.
Edel. Um, which you don't have to tell me what that means if you don't want to, but um, she is voiced by Tomoyo Kurosawa, and there's a
This
few scenes.
name rings a bell, but I don't.
Yes,
Oh, I see. I
she
see.
she
Kumiko.
is Kumiko from
Is
Sound
she in
Euphonium.
Honkai Star Rail? I don't remember from our
Good
episode.
question. I don't believe so.
Uh,
I don't see
oh,
her
I see.
in
Yeah, it's okay.
she's honestly not in like a ton. She is the main character of Arknights, which is interesting. But yeah, she's just one of my favorite. Like her voice is probably what got me into like liking voice actors a lot. Um, and so I have to mention her. Unfortunately, she's like not important at all. But I did want to bring up. There's one scene towards like the very end when they leave the labyrinth where she's saying something to this guy, and the episode ends by him saying, "Who are you?" Because she is so unimportant that she doesn't even leave an impression. Uh, and I was like, damn it, she got shafted on that one, but she is in there, and I loved her voice every second of it. But with Edel out of the way, I guess we can come to the end of season 1 of Frieren, which is pretty pretty let's just say we've come a long way with this one. So I am actually pretty curious to see what a like such a famous show as Frieren ends up with you, Leon. So I will ask you, on a scale from 0 to 100 in steps of 5, what is your rating of So no Frieren?
Also, um das kurz zu fassen, ich habe. No, just kidding.
I was like, no, no, no. I've lost him.
No, so to keep it short, I preferred the second part. Like the tournament arc was just so good, and I really enjoyed watching it. I mean, it took me like 2 or 3 days to watch the entire thing, even though I was kind of busy with college, but college work could wait for this.
Now that's how you know.
Yeah, so the second part got an 85 with me.
Ooh,
Well, if you remember, first part got 70 points, and I was like, okay, what do I do with this? Like, where do I put the middle? Do I take it to 75 or 80?
yeah.
And I had a lot of fun with it, and also
Mhm.
our talking was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
So
was.
I took the higher number and went with an 80.
Nice. Okay, so it's 80.
Mhm.
For some reason, I thought you just said 85. I don't know why. Um,
Oh, the second part got an 85.
Oh, you rate the parts differently.
as
Oh,
always.
that's right. And then you averaged it. Oh.
But I couldn't do like uh what is it, 77.5?
なるほどね。確かに. Yeah. I forgot that's how you did it. I think we'd mentioned on the podcast before, but basically Leon rates like different parts differently and then just keeps that. Whereas like I like to basically rate a series as a whole.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's really interesting. Now there are some exceptions I think I do have with that system, but overall I would rate a season by itself, which now I'll wait for Leon to ask me what my score is, but you know.
Before I ask you, we need to do some ads. No, just kidding.
Like here's our sponsor for the episode.
Our sponsor for today's video is me.
All
I'll do the cutting later on, so please listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music,
right.
Spotify, YouTube, or I don't know where else.
So, welcome to sponsor of this video.
So, Jack, on a scale from 0 to 100, in steps of 5, what is your rating after rewatching Frieren?
Frieren season 1 rewatch, the whole thing. After talking and my thoughts today, I don't have a whole spiel to give. But I think I gave it. I think I landed on an 80 last time for
Uh-huh.
having seen half of it, and at the second rewatch of the whole season 1, I think that's gonna go up 5 points, and it doesn't quite crack 90s for me, but I think it is worth an 85.
Nice. So we're pretty close again.
Yeah,
Yay.
pretty close. Because like I said, I think the show really picks up in the second core. I think overall my biggest issue is just the pacing and like trying to figure out what this show is trying to be for a lot of the time. But I mean, for the second half of this season, like you know what the show is trying to be, and it feels very focused, very like you end up liking the characters and the stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think I'll end on an 85 and be satisfied with that and see where season 2 goes.
Yeah.
Yay, exciting.
Maybe we'll do an episode on that, maybe not.
Maybe some YouTube
Uh,
shorts, who knows?
maybe some YouTube shorts. Yeah, but this is it with this week's episode, or this fortnight's episode, I should say. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever. But please support us because we have fun doing this, and please write recommendations for new shows in the comments.
Please, thank you very much for listening to this.
And well, see you in a fortnight. Bye bye.
それじゃあ、バイねー。